Hi folks, this is Stephen Hewer with Synergistic Nutrition. Today I wanted to introduce you to a new technology that I have begun working with in my practice. It has to do with what's called Meridian stress assessment. Back in the 1950s, early 1950s, a famous doctor named Dr. Reinhard Voll actually discovered that if he ran a current through the hands and had a person hold another electrode on the other hand, that the amount of energy that would go through the meridians, 20 different meridians in the hands, would determine whether the body was underactive, balanced, or hyperactive in different organ systems. So then they found that with testing people at a conference that they held, that one gentleman needed a certain remedy, and he, held the remedy in his hand, or actually they put it in a circuit. So they put the remedy in the circuit, and he tested balance for the remedy. So the remedy was given to him. He took it, put it in his pocket. They all went to lunch. They came back and they tested his hands, his energy circuits, and found out that he was totally balanced still. And he said, "You haven't taken the product or the supplement, have you?" And the gentleman said, "No." So he said, "I put it in my pocket." So a light bulb went off and the realization was made, because he took the product out of his pocket, put it on a table, tested him again, and he was totally imbalanced again. So just merely by having that product or that supplement in the energy field balanced the flow of energy through his meridians. So this technology began then, and it's evolved to the point where now this particular device, and I've looked into owning other devices in the past. I've been tested on other devices in the past. I wasn't really satisfied with the kind of accuracy that I was looking for in these other devices. So I was introduced to this technology recently by a healthcare professional friend of mine who tested me remotely. So merely by putting my name, birth date, city and state where I was born, she was able to determine remotely much of what was imbalanced in my body. And then that evening she treated me remotely. And I laid there in bed at 11 p.m. and I felt this just very positive energy in my energy field going on. It was totally discernible, distinguishable. It was amazing. I felt very good through the night. I slept the best I've slept in years. I woke up feeling very, very happy. Next day, whole day, I felt this just really good mood. And so I was so hooked with those kinds of results that I contacted the company. I ordered my own device. It's called the Quest 4 device, or Quest, QEST 4. The gentleman that actually developed this device is somebody who used to work for the U.S. government. He was commissioned and paid to find the German and Russian technologies of this ilk and find out which ones worked. They actually took people's blood that say that the person was being tested in, say, Washington, D.C. They'd take a specimen of that person's blood. They'd bring it to another state, several states away, several hundred or 1,000 miles away. They'd test that person's blood for whether it was killing the microbes in it or whatever it was doing. They did that to the person at the physical location, and then they observed the blood in the remote location, and the blood changed exactly according to what was being done to this person. So this is called quantum physics and quantum entanglement, where because there's an omnipresent force, people call it the unified field, you want to call it the force, you want to call it God, whatever, the omnipresent God force is sustaining all of creation and is a constant energy source and energy web that connects everything to everything else. So if there's a specimen of, say, somebody's name, birth date, city and state they were born, on the plate where the testing procedure takes place, then that device literally can tap into that unique person wherever they are on the planet through the quantum field. This device, I've been using it now for couple months. It's pretty new. It's fascinating. All the things that you can help find out what's balanced or imbalanced in the body. So for me, when a test was done on me, showed some vertebrae were out of balance, which in my upper back, that's true. Showed that I had a parasite infection, which was true. Showed that, what else? A few things that were basically pretty accurate. And I've been doing this on several people now, and it's been, I'd say, about 98, 99% accurate. Let me back up. That gentleman that was commissioned by the U.S. government to determine which Russian and German technologies were the most effective, obviously was exposed to this information for an extended period of time, he learned what was necessary to create, I guess you could say, the best of all worlds. So he took what he learned from these investigations, these studies on these technologies, and he built his own device. And that device is what we're working with now. And I've used a few other devices that have not come anywhere near what this one can do. I've been tested on other devices that were totally inaccurate, but yet being used by people to test people. So I've been a skeptic of this technology because I've been burned by people. But I am glad to say that this Quest 4 device, it delivers. It has been highly accurate, highly efficient, and able to determine remedies most capable of balancing your body, food sensitivities. I can now, every day, if I want to, I can test myself on this device and I can know what supplements my body is resonating with or what foods I'm resonating with, so that I don't make the mistake of taking something that's going to make me feel ill or imbalanced for a little while. So I'd like you all to be aware that this is a service I'm now offering. It's normally $235 for a consultation, which involves you filling out a health evaluation form. It's a rather extensive health evaluation form that gives me a lot of excellent information about you, your health history, what you've done medically, surgically, accidents, dental work. Your whole health history is answered in that health evaluation form. Your current symptomologies are answered in that. It's a very excellent health evaluation form. You also then would send me a specimen of your hair. I prefer that you do that. I can do it with the name and all that stuff, but I just want to have something physical as well. Even if somebody has no hair, we'll accept. You just take a Q-tip and you swab your mouth with your saliva with that. You urinate on another Q-tip and you take those two Q-tips, one with urine on it, one with saliva, and put that in a Ziploc bag. We can use that as a witness too, because that's your DNA as well. So this device enables me to help you at a distance. If you do physically live in the South Carolina, North Carolina area, and you want to physically come see me, that would be great. Not only do I have the ability to use the Quest 4 device to help us to determine what imbalances may exist in you and what remedies might be balancing to you, but also I have ozonated sauna that you can use, where basically for 30 minutes you're treated with a bunch of, your first 3 minutes is a carbon dioxide treatment, where the body is getting a lot of carbon dioxide on the skin, and then that causes the pores to open up. And the next 27 minutes is ozonated steam-filled air, and the ozone or oxygen goes into your skin at a much higher level because of that previous 3-minute treatment of carbon dioxide. So that's a treatment that people can do. And there's also the Beamer device, where basically you lay on the pad for 8 to 20 minutes, depending upon how much time we have, and you'll get your microcirculation opened up and flowing like in an optimal manner. But if you can't come, and most people can't because I live in the country, the remote testing and the remote evaluation is highly recommended. I did it for myself. I was blown away. So blown away at its accuracy and its efficacy and its benefits that I had to own the device and use it in my practice. So again, it's a service I'm making available to everybody now. Normally, again, I said it's $235, but I'm going to be doing it for a brief window of time up until end of February. So from now until the end of February, you have an opportunity to take advantage of this health evaluation and the Quest 4 scanning for only $175. Okay, thank you for your time and attention. If you struggle with health, just know that someone else has been there before you and overcome it. The physical, the mental, emotional, all combined, you can have fantastic health again.